What's going on, everybody? If you can, hey, my Renaissance grandma, how you doing? How are you today? Hey, Q Dub, Guava, Guava. I'm coming in here. I don't really have nothing going on. I just wanted to say, man, what a blessing. Uh, Sean, how you doing? Who is this? My own beautiful Missy Hawk 22. Missy Hawk, you next. You next, Missy. Let's see. Kev, what's going on? Blended Dreams, Suzette, how you doing? Miss Shorty, how you doing? Bayou Girl, Mona Farm, Shelly Southern Life, TLC in the Garden. I didn't want to come on and hey the Homestead family, how you doing? I just wanted to come in here real quick and number one, I just wanted to say thank everybody for coming in and big up in all of those people that came on the live streams the other day and represented the Greenhouse Lounge to its full capacity. They deserve a standing ovation, all of them. If you haven't seen the videos, uh, the last good two, I think it's two videos that we did over this past weekend of all the people. You okay? Look, it's right there in front of the. Guess who out here with me? It's in front of the planter with the peppers. How you doing, Ax? Guess guess who I got out here with me? I'm not gonna show her because she kind of looking a little brutal. I'm taking a break because we've been chopping down trees all morning. We are making campsites in our woods and for family gatherings instead of us doing too much crazy stuff and you know we found a better way. And what we plan on doing is making one by one campsites that could fit like my small, we won't be able to get it back there, but that could fit a full size tent. Like just say it could fit a 12 by 12 tent. Every campsite is going to be able to fit at least a 12 by 12 tent. We're going to make 10 of them. So right now, Lady Led is working on one of the campsites, and I'm about to finish clearing the trail because I got trees down there that I want to be able to bring a vehicle down this trail to make it easier when my family comes to be able to set their gear up without walking it back and forth in wagons. So that's what we're working on right now, and I just want to say, man, what a blessing! What a blessing! Hey, She Natural Homestead, how you doing? I'm gonna go in here in a minute because I don't have that much battery life, and we'll cut down a couple of trees, and and I just show y'all. It ain't this video ain't nothing but basically a thank you to everybody that came in and represented and showed how well they are ready for this mess that's coming, and that's the other thing too why I'm coming on today. The gratitude, man. Gratitude. I feel I'm going to dip down this alley for a second, okay? Not conspiracy theory alley, but I said I'm going to stop talking about politics. I'm going to stop talking about religion and stuff cuz people is they get weird on that. So I'm going to leave that alone, but I will tell you this though. Some things these days you can't help but talk about the spirit that moves you. Hey, precious sunshine. And sometimes you can't help but talk about politics because the politics is what got us all up in arms right now. And the only thing that's really moving us to do what's right is your spirituality. So that's why I'm gonna say this part right here. Let me tell you something. Hey, the Movington. Let me tell you this something. You're being told something. Uh, yeah, they do get weird on the religion. I know. Listen, you're being told to move on something. Um, and you ain't doing it. Tell tell me I'm wrong. Something has been edging you and egging you on to complete it or do it, initiate it, start it, something. Whether it's your garden, whether it's land, whether it's your love life, it's something. It's something. You ain't doing it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because number one, you probably think it won't work. Number two, you think that you don't have the proper resources to handle whatever situation you're in. You're fighting against whatever that this whisper is telling you because you may think that you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to hear the pushback from everybody else, and that's stopping you. You don't feel like hearing the rest of your friends and family tell you that you're crazy. You don't want to get in no arguments. You're trying to keep the peace in your household or at your job or whatever. So you're trying to keep the peace. Here's the problem with that. While you're trying to keep the peace and keeping all of your ideas and inspirations to yourself, everybody around you is happy but you. Everybody around you, you listen to their ideas, you listen to their inspirations and aspirations, you listen to their dreams and hopes, and you listen to their goals. But when you speak up and tell somebody about your goals, they think you're crazy. They said that won't work. They say maybe that's a little doing too much. They say, what do you know? What do you know about gardening? What do you know about owning some land? You ain't never did this before in your life. What would make you think to do that? Am I lying or what? Tell me I'm lying when I ain't. You are not completing your goals because you don't want to hurt somebody else's feelings. You don't want to complete the goals that have been given to you because you don't want any confrontation. If you're anything like me, you don't like confrontations. I don't deal with confrontations. I go the other way. I don't like to argue. I don't like to fuss. I don't like to fight. I literally will disappear on you before I argue with you. You will never hear my mouth again. I won't say a word to you because I don't like arguing. I don't. I'd rather lose a battle than go back and forth with you. So here's the problem with that, though. Some people don't want to argue and don't like confrontations. So they let the other person just talk or they let the other person win. And you don't complete the task anyway. See the difference between that and me? I won't argue with you anymore. I won't go back and forth with you anymore, but I'm going to go complete my stuff by myself. If somebody don't want to help me or somebody think I'm crazy or whatever, don't be part of this. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because everybody I know, family, friend, or foe, told me purchasing land was crazy. You know what? Here's the other part that I heard. Oh my goodness. I heard, what if you move around a bunch of racist people? What if you move into a sundown town? What if you find land in a sundown town? What if your land and the people ride up on you? What if they could start stealing off your land? You know what? I'm going to tell you this, family. Every single person that I told that I was looking for land, they gave me every negative outcome that you could think of. And I can't make this up. Nobody that I told that I'm looking for land or going to purchase land gave me one benefit of doing it. All I heard was, "You're crazy. Why would you do that? People out in the country is racist. Uh, you shouldn't do that. You need to move around your own folks. You need to do this. You need to do that." But here's the other thing I want to tell you: the people that you're listening to don't own anything. I want you right now. Thank you, Bert Richards. Thank you, brother. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to do me a favor. Everybody that's stopping you or hindering you from completing your goal, have they did it? Now, I would listen to a person that has purchased land and then stopped and sold it, let it go. I would listen to them first before I listen to people that you never even done anything. That's why people say, "Yeah, you still got to pay taxes on your land." When people tell me I wouldn't buy no land because you don't really own it, you still pay taxes on it. You know why I don't listen to them people? Because that they just told me you don't own anything. You've never even tried. You are just going off of words that somebody told you, and you don't know nothing about it. You don't know the benefits of owning your own land. So you say stuff that make other people not want to own land as well. So they can see when they tell you that stuff and you say, "Well, I guess you're right. I guess that is a little bit far-fetched." They want to keep you on their level. They want to keep you right here with them because they haven't accomplished it. They don't want to see you accomplish it. They want you right back down here, even level eye with them. So you won't be able to tell them all of the great things about the accomplishments that you made. I'm telling you this. Let me tell you something. I didn't care what nobody said. I purchased this land, and I have never felt so complete in my life. You want to know why? Because I have literally done something that my ancestors have been wanting to do since they came over on this rock. Something that it was illegal for us to do. They said we couldn't ever own land. They said we could never vote. And I accomplished something that my elders and my ancestors were not able to accomplish. Not because they couldn't, but they were not allowed. And if purchasing land and living on in rural land was so stupid, and it was so ridiculous, and it was so far-fetched, why is that the main argument? That is the thing that stops and starts wars. Think now. Most wars and battles and arguments and back and forths in history has been about land ownership, either to take over land, the selling or the purchasing of land, The battles and the wars and the arguments and the feuds have always been about land. We can even talk about the Hatfields and the McCoys. Everything been about land, man. It's so important that every millionaire and billionaire invest in land before they go to putting in the stock market. They buy as much land around the world as they possibly can. Why would a millionaire you so rich you don't know what to do? Why would the biggest thing you're trying to do is purchase land? You ain't doing nothing with it right now, but you're purchasing it. That's how important this is, man. I wanted to go live yesterday and do another grow and tell, but we had to come out here because we had some work to do. So I spent my day driving, and now I'm in the country, and I'm sitting here like I was I was uh I was at home for a while, and I was missing it. Don't get me wrong, I love my house, but I was missing being here. Even though I had only been here for 2 weeks, every time I go home, I have to retrain myself. Listen to this. Every time I go home and I'm in my house with my wife and my family, I have to retrain myself to be wasteful. I have to literally retrain myself to be wasteful. Jump in the shower and let the water run endlessly. All the light switches is on over the sink and over the stove and for no reason. All you need to do to walk down the hallway and the steps, just hit a switch and leave it on till you get to the top of the steps or to the bottom of the steps instead of grabbing your favorite flashlight. And I still can't get over using the toilet to pee and you let out anywhere from 8 to 12 ounces of urine and flush it down the toilet with 3 to 4 gallons of fresh drinkable water. You have a bowel movement. Let's just say you just let out about 2 or 3 cups worth. It was a rough taco night. And you flushed your waste down the toilet with 3 or 4 gallons of fresh drinkable water. You're not the only one in the house doing this. You're doing it. Your husband or your wife is doing it. Your kids are doing it. People that come to visit you over, your friends using your restroom, they're doing it. So by the time the end of the day gets there, you have probably used about 100 gallons of water just to flush down probably 2 gallons of human waste. You have used 100 gallons of water to get rid of maybe 2 gallons of human waste every single day. I will say this. That's not too much information, Lynette Lewis. You think that's too much information? That might be your problem. That's a good example. That's a perfect example. When you say too much information, whether you joking or not. Listen to what we've become. Look what we've become. We've become so tender-eared that we don't want to listen to the truth. What you want? What would y'all like me to say? I had to excuse myself. That's the problem. That's the problem with us. We think we something that we ain't, man. I just gave you 100%, 100% pure truth, and it was disgusting to you. We starting to turn into them, man. They they trained us good. They trained us good. Man, let me go in here because I don't want this video to go in a different direction. I'm just trying to say, man, they really did a number on us, man. That's the reason. That's the reason we don't own land. See, that's the reason that we don't own our own businesses. That's the reason why we don't barter with one another. That's the reason why we have to keep going to them to provide for our families. Because we won't get out of the brainwashing, man. We won't come out of that brainwashing, man. It's a lot of folks ain't got no garden. You ain't growing no food. But you got a Gucci bag, though. You got a Gucci purse. You know, you got a Mercedes Benz. But you don't even know how to survive. Because we too tender hearted, too tender eared, and we're trying to live like them. That's not in our nature. You know something, and I said this now, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. We fight against that feeling I said when I first started this video. We fight against our nature every day. We fight against it. You know why? Like I said in the beginning of this video, we fight against our nature and the things that we're supposed to be doing because we've been brainwashed so bad that you think you need to impress other people that don't care about you. The goals that was set here for us, they have been trying to keep from us from day one. But we don't want to accomplish the things that we were put here on this earth to accomplish because we are scared of what other people are going to say. So that's why we talk like them, we walk like them, we change our mannerisms, we change our nature to please other people. Well, like I say, I don't want to go down that way, down that road, but I'm going to say this though. I sure am. I don't care about nobody else listening to that whisper. I'm so glad I listened. Because I'm going to tell you this. My wife is off in them woods right now with a Glock on her hip and an axe in her hand. This the kind of stuff, man. It'll make you start crying if you think about it too hard. Because I got it. I did it. Everybody is trying to get trophies and plaques and awards. Think now. People are trying to get awards for the best actor. They're trying to get plaques and certifications for the best entertainer or the best football player or the best whatever. You can have a mantelpiece full of trophies and plaques and medals and awards. But the thing that's messed up about that is when your body is over, when you're done, all of those medals, trophies, awards, certificates go to the Goodwill. It's really nothing you can pass on to nobody because don't nobody care about your trophy. Don't nobody care about your medal, your plaque. When you're gone and buried, nobody passes your trophy for football on. Nobody cares about your golden globe when you're gone. Think about that. Have you ever been to the Goodwill and they have a whole shelf full of trophies? Have you ever been to the Goodwill and they literally have a whole shelf full of trophies? I want you to think about that. You can go pick up any trophy and it can say whatever it want. All you got to do, literally, is peel the sticker of the person's name off and put your name on it, and it's your trophy now. Or you can give that to anybody. I won in a different kind of way. I won this land, and this land is my trophy. I worked hard, just as hard as any athlete, any entertainer, and this was my trophy. The only difference is I'm going to be able to pass my trophy on to somebody else, and they will be winners too. If you pass your trophy on to me, I'm not a winner. Let's just say if you pass your trophy down to me because you won some award, whatever, it means nothing to me. It only mean that my great grandpa gave me his trophy from college or whatever. It don't mean nothing to me. But this is a trophy that I can pass down because I'm a winner. I won this. I did this. I worked hard. I trained hard. I had discipline, saved the money, and put in the work to get this land. And when I pass this trophy down to my children, they're winners too. Not only will my children be winners, they will be even bigger winners than I am because they didn't have to go through everything I did to get this land. And then when they pass it on to their children, they will be winners too. Man, that's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing. I love this country life, man. Maybe, maybe I have more southern blood in me than northern blood. My mother's and father's from here in the south. And it's like I'm supposed to be here. Every time I come here, I don't want to leave. People scared of bugs and spiders and snakes and frogs. I embrace it. That's my rite of passage, man. And I don't just go out here killing everything I see, because there's so many things here that you would normally scare you in the city that's actually keeping stuff out here at bay so it don't harm you. I love this, man. There is no feeling like this. There is no feeling. The worst feeling that I have, I'm gonna tell you the worst feeling I have about owning land. And I actually am gonna try. Gonna I can't speak for everybody. Okay. Uh so if we doing it scared in hazmat suits, that's okay. I'm gonna tell you one part about owning land that I hate, and that is because I can't share it with everybody. I can't share this feeling with everybody because I feel like if everybody had this experience, if I could share this experience with everyone, you would get it. Have you ever been somewhere or somebody took you somewhere and you finally figured out why everybody wants to go to that place? And it's like, I get it. Like I got a little puppy dog now. And now that I got that puppy dog, I get it. I've been fighting having a dog all my life. I never wanted no dog. But once I did, I get it. And now I feel like, boy, I wasted a lot of my life ignorant, not knowing how much love you could share with a dog. And that reciprocating love that you get, that you receive from a little dog. And I went through my whole life without that. Now I get why people got pets, because they do something the humans don't do. They don't turn their back on you. They might get mad at you and drop a turd over by the couch or something, but that's about it. All you got to do to make up and is give them their favorite food or their favorite toy, and they like, oh man, don't worry about it. That was yesterday. What we doing today? You good, honey? Did you record anything? Okay, I'm I'm live just in case you good? Okay, I didn't wanna you look, you see my sister soldier back there. She back there getting it in. So y'all keep watching because she got a video she about to drop. Now, come here, come on. Mom. Come on, pup. Come on, pup. Let's go. You can't go in there yet. It ain't been quarantined. Come on. Come on. There you go. It ain't been quarantined yet. Man, what a life, man. You want to hear something even crazier? Now we gonna switch gears real quick. We gonna switch gears. How many people heard Spirit Airlines closing abruptly? How many people heard about that? Did you hear about Spirit Airlines closing? How many people heard about Spirit Airlines closing abruptly? Yep. That's why we're here. That is why we are here today, putting in work. Not because of Spirit Airlines necessarily, We're here because you may not think of it this way, but this Spirit airline closing down indefinitely was the first major wake up call to the world. You thought it was the wars, you thought it was the taxes, you thought it was all of this stuff. You thought it was all of this, right? You thought it was this, it was that, it was this. No, 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 no. Spirit Airlines closing down indefinitely was the very first sign of how much trouble that the whole United States of America is in. That's how much trouble we're in. When you can close down the cheapest airline in America, or if not the world, do I think it's gas prices? You might want to go read that report. 17,000 jobs lost, never to return. These people got mortgages, car payments, children, families. Now let's put this into perspective. 17,000 Americans are out of work forever. 17,000 need some sort of help. Now listen close. 17,000 people need help. In all of the programs that was put in place to help people in such a situation, they have been removed. So all of these people can't, you can apply for food stamps, you can apply for unemployment, you can apply for um, disability, you can go and try to apply, but just in case you don't know, have you also heard that all of the postal workers that have retired recently in the last year, in this last past year, none of them have received their retirement. None of them have received their pensions. None of them have received anything for their retirement. Have you heard that? I heard, listen, I seen it on the news and I called my friend that's still at the post office. And he said that's what he's hearing too. So we got billions and trillions of dollars to go fight people for no reason, but we don't have nothing to help the American people. We don't have a nickel to spare to keep elderly people fed. Oh, Meals on Wheels and handicapped people, disabled people, everything, mentally challenged people. We don't have any programs to help any of those people anymore. But we have billions and trillions of dollars to go keep shooting missiles at people to steal their oil. Oh, Lord. The reason I'm saying all this because it's all factual. It's nothing I'm making up. It's stuff that's happening right now to all of us. My point is saying all of this is, what are we going to do? What is your plans? What are you going to do? People out here without a clue, man. And here's another one. You ain't going to be able to get your car fixed. You ain't going to be able to have your house built. You ain't going to be able to have a roof put on your house if you got a house. because everybody out here jacking for beats. Everybody trying to rob you because they ain't making no money. They got skeleton crews. They done ran half of the brown people off. So you can't have nothing done properly anymore, especially timely. We have to figure out how to do everything ourselves. Oh Lord, the food prices. Let me tell you something. Everything, man, just feels like it's put here on earth to destroy us. It just do. It seemed like somebody made it okay to put things in place and in order to destroy us. And it's okay. As long as one person is getting rich, then millions of people can perish just because one or two or three people getting rich. That's where we are. Heard a report today. I can't make this up. Go look it up. How many people how many people use charcoal for your grill? I used to use charcoal. I used to. How many people use charcoal when you about to go barbecue? Man, I heard something today that was so wicked. It's so wicked. Everybody use charcoal. I know. What kind do you use? What kind of charcoal do you use, if you don't mind me asking? Everybody use charcoal. I know. Everybody. Even I did until about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Kingsford. Yep. Yep. That's what most people use. Kingsford. What you use lump charcoal, Charles? Which brand? Man, I found this out today and I got sick. Okay, use the store brand HEB. Okay. Let me Royal Oak, big red bag. Hey, check this out. You know what I found out today? And the only reason I found this out is because I was looking up information. Missy used Royal Oak lump. Okay. Rockford lump. Okay. They was talking about how charcoal is made. Charcoal, I mean, Kingsford sold their patent and their company years ago. And I'm going to tell you something that you know, and I'm sure you've noticed it. Since you've been an adult, if you're anywhere close to my age, I'm 50 something years old. If you're anywhere there or older, you will know. My father used to use Kingsford charcoal. You know, the little briquettes. And when my father would put the coals in the barbecue grill, you didn't know a difference that he just put fresh new coals in the barbecue grill. And he can keep on cooking and the food still gonna taste great. And it ain't about his recipes. Now, if you put if you when you first start some charcoal, I'm not talking about using lighter fluid. I'm talking about if you use a chimney or something. Soon as you light some charcoal, it smell funny. You gotta get out of the smoke. You don't even want it in your clothes. It don't smell like wood. It don't smell like anything. It smells like chemicals, don't it? When you first light your barbecue grill, now listen, you're not using any lighter fluid. You're doing it naturally. You lighten it with paper and a charcoal trimmer. But the smoke smell like chemicals. And then say you done burnt the coals down and then you add more coals. Now your food kind of got this effed up taste of this. You can't quite put your finger on it, right? And my wife is always like, I don't want, if you use a charcoal, I've been fussing at her. I was fussing at her for years. If you're using charcoal, I don't want no barbecue. Because she could taste it. She could smell it. And me, I'm like, oh, whoop-de-doo, no big deal. Man, let me tell you something. I found out today what Kingsford charcoal and all them other little charcoal briquettes is made out of. It's made out of borax. Some of them is made out of borax. No, no, no. Glass, borax, coal, actual coal, some wood dust. What is it? Sawdust. They said, and some sort of calcium. I can't remember the calcium. The reason they put the calcium in the charcoal, the only reason is to make it look like it's ashes. On the bag of Kingsford, it told you how toxic it is. If you buy Kingsford Matchlight charcoal tells you don't put another bag of Matchlight on here because it's so volatile because of the accelerant that's in the bag. Guess what the accelerant is that lights a bag of Kingsford Matchlight charcoal? Kerosene. That Kingsford Matchlight charcoal is soaked and dipped in kerosene and then put in that bag. And they telling you you only light one bag. Look how fast that bag light. I remember. Calcium carbonate. That's it. Everybody go Google what Kingsford charcoal is made out of and post it up here so everybody can see. Go Google the ingredients to Kingsford charcoal. And they said it's only two companies that own all of them charcoals. It's only two. So I used to think that was the taste with the lighter fluid. I did too. And I stopped using, I'm gonna tell you this. I stopped, my son is 30, 34. I stopped using lighter fluid 34 years ago. The only thing I use lighter fluid for is to start a fire pit fire to burn wood. I don't put that on my food. I I'm gonna tell you why I stopped using lighter fluid 34 years ago when my son was born. Me and my wife lived in the hood, and my neighbor that lived next door to me passed away, and just suddenly, right? So his wife told me what he passed away from. She said he passed away from cancer. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even know. Guess what she said the doctors told him? It was from the I'm sorry. It was from the lighter fluid that he had been drenching his barbecue and charcoal in all them years. Because he always had his barbecue grill going, right? Always, listen, always. My man was barbecuing. He was like a pastor or something like that. And he would barbecue all the time. We called it ghetto smoke. And they said that's what he passed away from, and that was the cause of it. When I heard that, and I was young myself, so that was 30 something years ago, I never used lighter fluid again. And I had started using those charcoal chimneys because I was scared. Was scared of lighter fluid. Remember, I was impressionable and I'm young. Never used it again. So now I thought the taste was the lighter fluid too. It's not. It's the charcoal itself. When my father used to use charcoal, it never smelled like that. It never tasted like that. Never. Once I start getting age on me and I'm barbecuing for myself, charcoal tastes funny. It smells funny. Your food smell funny. Your food tastes funny. I barbecued yesterday with real maple and oak wood. Wood from my land here. When I tell you, even like I say, my wife don't do charcoal. When she pulled up and she said, "Oh, you got it smelling good out here." I said, baby, that's that real oak and that maple I got in there on that grill. And it ain't got that stank, that charcoaly. I went to gas grills because of that. I like grilling, but I can't use charcoal, man. My point of telling y'all this whole story is this. Everything is set up for us to fail. And we keep falling for a hook, line, and sinker. To the point, every single thing. Some of the lump charcoal is bad too. There's only there's only a few brands of lump charcoal that's actually one ingredient, which is coal. I mean, burnt wood. Okay, there's only a few, so you need to check the bag. Read it on the back. Read it. And I think the other one is called Jealous Devil, is one of the good ones, and then it's another one, and they're a little pricey, but now you know why they're pricey, because you're cooking with wood. And if you ask me, stop using that too. Go and get your own wood. Go purchase your own oak and wood from your local people you get firewood from. Hey, what you got to lose, man? What you got to lose? My point of saying all of this is everything they made it okay for us to use stuff like charcoal, and the FDA ain't gonna say nothing because it's not food. So they have no hand in it. So they don't have to restrict it or anything. Everything around us is like this. And until we stop paying into this system that they got us, that's what we're going to always be. We're going to always be sick. We're going to always need help. We're going to always be hospitalized. We're always going to keep catching diseases until, uh, let me see. Tropical Garden says it's actually treated slurry from the wastewater treatment facility. Probably some of that too. So, this is why I'm so glad that I'm out here in this country, because I could show you. I chopped down this oak tree in the woods. Before my battery died, you want to go see it real quick? You want to go see the come on. Let me get a drink before I get in trouble. Okay, come on. You ready to go? Man, I got this oak wood piled up in here. Come on, I'm put you in a wagon. So she's sleepy. Look, you sleepy? She ain't had no nap because we've been in here grinding. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna show you this tree I chopped down. Man, y'all mean to tell me you don't want no land? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you when these leaves come and get dark in here? Y'all trying to tell me you don't want no land? I got all these trees marked. Let me show you the markings so you can see the trail. This is the trail, but I'ma clear it. See, I got all these trees marked to come down. And we found out we got hickory, we got oak, we got maple. We got pine. See all these trees just marked? This is all a trail. Look, look. You can see the trees marked over there. All of that I got to finish cutting down because I want to be able to bring all of the my vehicle through here. See, it's make it big enough for a car. Now let me show you this. Where's that camping spot? Here's one campsite. See that clearing? You see all these trees marked? Because they coming down. Because all of that is going to be a campsite. See, everything you see with this orange paint is coming down so I can drive my tractor through here and get some real work done. I don't want to make like a road. I just want a trail. Clean up all these fallen trees. And for everybody that's asking about these tents, I never took them down. They still up and strong after all this time. Through all these storms. Where's that tree at? What'd I do with that tree? Oh, it's back here. We got one other campsite. Here's one. Okay, we got a turn on the right here. Here's one campsite right here. It's already been cleared by my family members. We already dropped it. Here's that tree. Here's a oak tree that I've been cutting up. Here's my cousin's campsite that we cleared and opened up a little more. Okay. My cousins made this table for their campsite. They hooked that up, and I'm going to leave that permanently. So when they come back, bug flew right in my eyeball. So then I'm sorry for swinging so fast, y'all. Then I got a campsite that I'm clearing out back here. All these fallen trees that you see is from me and Lady Lynn clearing it. Where's that? Here's that oak tree. I dropped this little oak tree right here. And when I tell you that wood smells so sweet, I'm about to finish off in here and bring that up, chop that into pieces, and bring it all the way back up to the opening and split that on my splitter. And this is what I'm going to be cooking with next year. That natural oak. But you see this? Man, you kidding me? Y'all don't want to learn? You don't want that? You don't want no ownership to your birthright? Make another campsite right there. Look at that. Right there where that light is, right here. It's an opening. You see the tent still standing? Let me see if that got that. You see this? You see this? You know what's dope? Do this. You know what's dope? I'm gonna tell you what's dope. It's his mind. I can do whatever I want back here. I could do whatever I want with all this land. I can put my whole family on this land. If my family needs somewhere to go, I can give them a tent. Say, go out on that part over there. You want some help? You need somewhere to go? Let me help you clear a piece, and then you can stay there until you get on your feet. Let me see if that bug is still in. Just feel like it is. I can offer them something and not feel like they in my way. We sharing the same bathroom. We in the same house. We passing each other in the hallways and at night and in the morning. No, you can come. You need some help? I got you. You can't do that with no trophy. You can't do that with no plaque. You can't do that with no award. Because when you get a plaque, a trophy, certificate, all that stuff that you won from doing, it's about you. You the only one gonna benefit from that. You the only one gonna eat off of that trophy. You the only one gonna eat off of that certificate, that plaque, that award. You the only one. Because when people see that uh that award, oh, that makes your resume better, right? It's not gonna do really nothing for your family. It's gonna make things easier for you, but the rest of your family is on their own. Where this, listen, working hard and saving your money and paying off land takes just as much endurance, dedication, patience, and commitment as it does to become a number one uh, basketball player, football player, the best actor, actress, the best entertainer, whatever you think, because it takes dedication to not, with all the distractions going on in the world, trying to hold on to your dollar, man, that's hard to do. That's hard because every time you're trying to save money to buy land, something go on sale. Oh man, I gotta get that. Oh, gotta have that. Oh, what you mean to tell me you're gonna give me a good deal on this car? Gotta do it. And look where we at. You never really accomplish anything. All we do is keep accumulating junk. That when we die, it's going to the goodwill. I want you to do this. Look around your house. Look at all the things that you've accomplished. Look at all the things that you've accumulated. And ask yourself, I know this is a little morbid, but I mean it. Look around the house and say, where is all this stuff going to go if something happened to me? If I were to pass away, where is all this going to go? I can guarantee you, you're going to look around your house and everything that you see around your house, if something were to happen to you, is going to the goodwill. If you look around your house and 80 to 90% of the things inside your house is going to end up at the goodwill, that just gave you an idea of how you should maybe start switching your game up. You accumulating a lot of stuff that only means something to just you. It ain't gonna help nobody else accomplish anything. And all it's gonna do is be a burden. When you pass away, all it's gonna do is listen. How many how many people how many people had this conversation? Well, you know, y'all know me more done passed. And I need volunteers. I need some people to help me go over to her house and empty it out and clean it up and, see what anybody want. And then the rest, we'll get to the Salvation Army or the Goodwill. Everybody's had this conversation in their family. Most people don't want nothing from Meemaw house. Oh, I want this little figurine because she gave me this when I was 12 years old. You want little sentimental things. You don't want all the Meemaw stuff because you ain't got nowhere to put it. Meemaw had the big old curio cabinet full of plates and china and precious gems and stuff. And then she got a whole big drawer full of all the awards that you've gotten since you've been in kindergarten all the way through college. You don't want all this stuff. We've all had that conversation, and we've all taken 90% or more of Meemaw's stuff to the Goodwill. And you cry about it, but the thing to get you over it, you say, it's going to be better served. It's going to help somebody else someday. That's the only thing to get you through taking it to the Goodwill. We've all had this conversation, man. But think about that. Ain't nobody fighting over Meemaw's dishes. Ain't nobody fighting over Meemaw's refrigerator. Ain't nobody fighting over Meemaw's deep freezer. Ain't nobody fighting over her pillow sets. Ain't nobody fighting over her comforters. It lets you see, man, this stuff is it only worth something to you right now in the now, but it's really truly useless. It's worthless. You got sentimental feelings, but that's about it. Besides sentimental feelings, like you would sell Meemaw's quilt. You'd be like, man, I gotta have at least 20,000 for this quilt. And somebody tell you must be out your $20,000 mind. That quilt is probably worth $20, but to you, it's worth $1,000,000 because your Meemaw made it. The rest of the world don't care. The rest of the world don't care that your great grandfather painted this painting and it's beautiful. They don't care. In the Goodwill, it's worth $5. To you, it's priceless. Now let's go on the flip side. When you hit, when you start talking about land, whole family fighting over land. Whole family want a piece of that land. Whole family need. I did the most work on the land. All them years I was on the land with grandpa, y'all wasn't there with me and him clearing these woods. Y'all didn't. It's an argument about that land though, ain't it? Because you know what that land is worth. Your grandfather bought it for $500. He bought that 40 acres for $500 back in the day, but now it's worth $5 million. Let you see how much it's worth and put into perspective the reality from the bullshit. What's important and what ain't. So let me get out of here. Look, oh, that's hitting just right. Let me get myself out of here because I got a long ways to go. Tell me you wouldn't pay to be here to see that. People pay money to be in a place like this. You pay money to have a family reunion in a place like this. You pay money to go on vacation, a little quick camping trip, getaway for this. You pay money to have a wedding in a place like this. You pay thousands of dollars every year to see what I'm looking at and giggling. I'm blessed. With that being said, you guys, let me make my way back. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. Look at this. Just looking through there without the sunlight is a blessing. 360 degrees, man. I'm blessed. That's all this video was about. It's just mindset. Stop the brainwash. That's it. Hey, I'm gonna get on out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day.